Please introduce yourself and where we are at.
Hi, I'm TC of owner of the Asheville Pinball Museum here in Asheville, North Carolina. We've got 35 machines on the floor and another dozen or so in storage ready to go.
So you have a few in storage. So everybody starts off with one. How did you start off with one and then get to the 30, 40 that you have now? How did this all begin?
I had a Buccaneer I bought from a guy I didn't know in South Asheville who turned out to be a technician. And then I got I asked him, I said, if I find another one, will you fix it for me? Sure. So I found a beat up Cat Fantastic. He fixed it. He had a black hole he was trying to get rid of. I bought it from him. And that was it. I was done. I only had room for 3 in my house. So then I had a party. And everybody loved the 3 pinball machines. So then the next day, someone sent me a link to the Seattle Pinball Museum, and I thought that'd be a great idea here in Asheville. So about 4 months after that, we opened up.
When did you open exactly?
August 30th, 2013.
2013.
10 months ago. Yeah.
Before that, how many games were in town?
There were probably 8. Maybe 9 in all of Asheville, publicly. Yeah.
Sparse.
Yeah, very sparse.
And so now you're it. You're the monopoly on pinball.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
And so how's the support? Is it mostly locals, tourists? What's it feeling like?
It's a nice mix. Probably half and half. You have right now the summer months. We have lots of tourists coming through. So an average day is about 40 through the door.
Okay.
$10 pop. And then, but once it settles down, like in the wintertime, it'll go back to about 20 a day, and most of those will be locals.
How many games did you have in the beginning when you opened doors?
When we opened the doors, we had 27 machines.
Okay.
We only had 2 that were DMDs. We had, I think, of the 27, 15 were electromechanical, so old school.
Wow.
And we quickly, as we sold those, we replaced them with newer machines. And so now on the floor, of the 35 on the floor, 20 of them are DMDs. And we only have about 5 electromechanical left.
So all the games are for sale at all times at the right price, or is it certain ones?
No, they're all for sale.
Okay.
Everything's for sale.
Yeah, that's the way it really is, but no one ever really states that. It's usually timing with people. Oh, well, I'm feeling sour about this game, or it's a little broken, or
right.
A bill comes up. But so at all times, if you come here and you want to go home with the game,
that's right. Every game I've sold a Taxi, a Star Wars, and an 8-Ball Deluxe in 1 week, and those are 3 of the top games. People love those games. That's the deal. I let them go.
And you can get them again.
Right, and find it again.
And that money can go towards a different game that people will like, that will go home to someone else someday.
Exactly. That's the idea. I'll find something else. And that's important for the locals, because when the locals come in, the first question is, what's new? And almost every week I can say, this is new.
Okay.
So that gives them something to look forward to.
So, yeah, keeping it fresh. Are there games that, do you have any in your personal collection that are there, or pretty much this is your collection?
No, the only one, the black hole I had originally is here. It's
okay.
Still here. The first game I had, Buccaneer, I had it here for about 2 weeks, and then I took it home because I couldn't stand seeing people shake it or anything. It was my first one, so
right.
It sits at home.
So you bought your first game about 3 years ago or 2 years ago? When did you?
Not even 2 years.
Not even 2 years ago.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago was my first pinball.
So before that, you were pinball-less.
Yes.
You had lack of pinball in your life. You weren't living the pinball life.
Nope.
What were you living?
I was a school teacher.
Okay.
Taught school for 22 years, and whenever I found a pinball machine, I would try to play it.
Tried to, meaning it didn't really play that good.
Yeah, you put your quarter in, and maybe the ball shoots out, but one of the flippers is wonky, and targets don't go down, or whatever. And that's why bars don't have them, because they break. And you've got to have somebody to fix them. So.
What inspired your first purchase, though? What?
Oh, I was on Craigslist one day, and I put in most recent band, this pinball machine showed up for $500. And I was like, that would be great to have a pinball machine. It was my birthday weekend. So I checked with the wife, she said, okay. And so we went over and picked it up, and I met my best friend.
And so you only do pinball. There's no arcade games here, no crane games, none of that jive, right?
The only thing that probably could be, we have a pitch and bat. So
Okay.
it uses the little pinballs, and
That's pinball now.
yeah. So you know,
It's
close
a brother.
enough.
Yeah, it's really related. It's part of the initial gaming experience of coin op. There's a place in South Carolina. I don't know if they still have it, but they had like 10 of them.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, and they all worked. And if you hit a certain score, you win a prize.
Right.
So I figured that game could be an earner if there's a prize established to a certain score, because I think it's more luck than skill with the pitch and bat.
Yeah, there's a lot of luck involved. The trick is to go for the single every time, and then you can get a lot of runs. That's what I did when I was a kid. It works with the one here too. Yeah.
What are people? Are you getting requests for certain games that you don't have, or eras of games?
Oh, people always ask about Medieval Madness, Theater of Magic, the high-priced ones, Attack from Mars. We did have an Attack from Mars, sold it to a gentleman in New Orleans. They'll ask about, but what's really fun is they go, do you have Pinball? And I go, yeah, I do. Do you have Funhouse? Yeah, I do. Do you have Twilight Zone? Yeah, I do. And their eyes light up, they go off and play.
So you have a few other games here. One you have that's it's pretty rare. What is this? What is this game here?
This is the Aftor. It's the only commercial machine Wyco ever made. They're famous for making the pinball cart, the Wyco cart, and they decided to make a machine. And it is a really cool machine. It's just finding parts is impossible. Yeah.
It's basically a Mad Max-ish theme.
Post-apocalyptic. We can take this off here. Yep, that was all the rage, of course, in the 80s.
Yeah.
Make everything like Road Warrior and Mad Max. So there you go. And it's a wide body, and it's extreme. The cabinet's metal. It's not wood. It's pretty solid. Very heavy.
Yeah, I played this once in where I live, and it's a neat game. Neat things to shoot for. The head's really unique too, as you can see. It's got just two bars holding it up.
Yep, elevated head. So
what else you work? Is this the area of games to work on?
Working on stuff. We've got a little dart back here. We got a hyperball.
Yeah, hyperball's neat. I haven't seen this on route for a while. You rarely see hyperballs on route.
Yeah, got all the little balls. Street Fighter.
The Street Fighter.
Little Sharks. Old Gottlieb Devil's Hair, which we're really excited. We've got it all back except for the sound.
So there's always something new. It's not the same old games. Always cycling stuff out. So it's how much a day, or an hour? Or?
It's $10 every day for as much pinball as you want to play. So now during the week we're open 4 to 9.
4 to 9.
You get 5 hours. Now tomorrow is Saturday, and from noon to 9 you can stay all day for $10.
Wow.
You can handle it.
Pinball people can.
Yes.
People that wander in, I doubt it.
No.
So your return on investment on the people that wander in, it's great. Pinball people, not so great. But they'll tell people and spread the word. It's a really neat place. I'm gonna get to playing. I caught you just before you're leaving. It's a really neat place. It's a cool. It looks like a cool hangout too. It's a lounge. Do you have any snacks here? Or?
Yep, we have beer and soda, water and chips and candy. Yeah.
See, everything you need to sustain life.
Right.
In this game, you just have water. That's the only option you have. But here you have beer, snacks, and water. So this place is very habitable. There's parking all around it.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty easy to get to. I'm about to play some games, and thank you for telling me about your awesome museum.
All right, thank you.